What if the only thing standing between you and getting paid on YouTube is one number nobody ever told you? It is not talent, and it is not luck. It is the first 1,000 subscribers, a wall almost everyone hits, and most people quit just 1 foot from the other side. Today we go deeper into the honest road from zero to your first 1,000 subscribers, which is also the door to getting paid. By the end of this video you will know what normal early growth actually looks like, the exact numbers that unlock money, and the one lever that decides whether anyone ever clicks. No algorithm magic anywhere, just what genuinely works.
Fenrir here, and I want to challenge the premise before we even start. Most beginners are convinced the problem is an algorithm hiding their videos from the world. The real problem is almost always that nobody was ever given a reason to click in the first place.
I'm River, and I will keep this simple the whole way through. Growth is not 1,000 tiny tricks stacked on top of each other. It is a few things done well and repeated, and we are going to cut absolutely everything else away.
Hi all, this is Nova, and here is the pattern worth seeing early. A brand new channel grows nothing like a big one does. Big channels grow by being suggested to millions, but you are going to grow by being searched for, and that one fact changes everything you do.
Hold that thread, because it is the whole game. We are going to start with the part that quietly breaks most beginners, which is simply not knowing what normal even looks like. Stick with me, because the number that unlocks the money is smaller and stranger than you think.
Here is normal, stated plainly, because nobody tells beginners this. A new channel is slow for months, and then, if you keep going, it bends into a curve. Almost nobody warns you that the flat part is normal, so people read it as failure and walk away.
And the pattern repeats across creators like a law of nature, River. Almost every channel crawls before it climbs, the same way a new business loses money before it ever turns a profit. The flat line is not the exception to growth, it is the entry fee for it.
So here is the brutal part that nobody wants to hear out loud. Most people quit right around 50 subscribers, which is the exact moment just before they would have learned what their audience actually wants. They delete the channel 1 week before the useful data finally arrives.
And the cruelest part is the timing of the quit itself. It almost always comes right after one small disappointment. Never a big dramatic one. A single video underperforms, the motivation cracks, and the channel quietly dies on an ordinary bad Tuesday. The people who win are not more talented, they simply did not quit on the bad Tuesday.
Let me make it a real person so it actually lands. Picture Theo, who starts at zero and posts one video every week about a hobby he genuinely loves. For 8 straight weeks almost nothing moves, and his subscriber count just sits there in the single digits while he wonders if any of it is worth it.
And then, in week 9, one of his videos answers a question people are actually searching for. That is the break, and it only exists because Theo kept showing up through all the flat weeks before it. Consistency was the quiet price of that single lucky-looking moment.
And the deeper lesson is that the flat weeks were not wasted time, they were tuition. Every quiet video taught Theo something about his titles, his pacing, and his topic. He did not get lucky in week 9, he got educated across the 8 weeks before it.
But surviving the flat part only matters if you actually know what you are aiming at. Erica, lay out the real numbers for them, because the goal is far more specific than just wanting more.
Here are the exact numbers, because guessing at them wastes whole months. The main door to getting paid is 1,000 subscribers plus 4,000 valid public watch hours in the last 12 months. That specific combination is what turns a hobby channel into an account that earns real ad revenue. There is a second path through that same door for short-form creators. 1,000 subscribers plus 10 million valid public shorts views in the last 90 days also qualifies you. You pick whichever of the two paths matches the kind of videos you genuinely want to make.
And there is an earlier door that most beginners miss entirely, Erica. At just 500 subscribers, with 3,000 watch hours, you unlock fan funding features like channel memberships and super thanks. You can start earning from your own audience directly, well before the full ad revenue gate.
there is one question that floods every creator forum on these numbers. Fenrir, you field it every time, so go ahead and ask it for them.
Yes, and it is the one that confuses almost everyone at first. People want to know, do I need the watch hours and the shorts views together, or is it really one or the other? And the honest answer is one or the other, never both, which is a genuine relief. You hit 4,000 watch hours, or 10 million shorts views, whichever your content naturally earns. Pick the single lane that fits the videos you already want to be making.
One last honest detail on timing that catches people off guard. Once you actually qualify, the review takes about a month before the money switches on. So the day you cross the line is the day you apply, it is not the day you suddenly get paid.
So the numbers are clear, but actually hitting them is the hard part. And every one of those subscribers starts with a single click, which is exactly where most channels quietly lose the race. Time to talk about that click. Packaging is the whole click, so I am not going to bury it. Your title and your thumbnail decide whether anyone clicks at all, and your first 30 seconds decide whether they stay. The video itself can be genuinely excellent and still never get the chance to prove it. Start with the title and put the words people actually search into the first 50 characters. A great video hiding behind a clever, vague title is just a locked door. Say plainly what it is, where both the viewer and the search system can clearly read it.
And the thumbnail is the single biggest lever on the click river. Think of it like a book cover on a very crowded shelf. It is doing almost all of the selling in under a second. Make it bold, readable, one clear idea, and a human face when it actually fits.
There is a fair objection to all of this, and it deserves a real answer. Erica, you have been holding it, so put the question a lot of viewers are quietly thinking out loud.
Yes, and it is the honest pushback worth naming. If the video is genuinely great, why should a little thumbnail get to decide anything at all?
Because nobody on earth can tell your video is great until they actually click it. The thumbnail is the promise, and the video is whether or not you keep it. A brilliant video with a weak promise is a closed door, full stop.
Then the first 30 seconds have to pay off that promise immediately. Do not warm up, do not introduce yourself for a full minute, answer the title in the first breath. The viewer is asking one silent question: am I in the right place? So answer it fast.
And here is the hard truth that reframes everything for a beginner. Most beginner videos do not actually fail on the content at all. They fail on packaging, the click, and that first 30 seconds. While genuinely good content sits unwatched underneath. Fix the package, and the very same video finally gets seen.
Which raises the obvious next question. Where do those very first clicks even come from? Because for a brand new channel, the answer is not at all where most people assume it is. Let me show you the 3 doors a click can walk through. Clicks come from 3 different doors, and a new channel should obsess over only one of them. The 3 are search, browse, and suggested. And for you, sitting at 0, search is the one door that will actually open right now. Let me name all 3 quickly so the logic is clear. Browse is the home page, and suggested is the sidebar sitting next to other videos. Both of those mostly favor channels the system already knows and trusts, which is simply not you yet.
But that is not the algorithm being unfair to you, it is the algorithm being cautious. It will not put an unproven channel on a million homepages, and honestly, neither would you if it were your platform to protect. Trust is earned with a track record you do not have yet.
Search is the exception, and that difference is your entire opening. Search rewards the best answer to a specific question, not the biggest channel in the room. A brand new video can outrank a huge one if it simply answers the question better.
So the strategy basically writes itself once you can see it clearly. You are not trying to beat the big channels at their own game, you are quietly playing a completely different game. Find the specific question, answer it better than anyone else bothered to, and let search do the introducing for you.
So the move is to find the questions you can actually win right now, Erica. Not the giant keyword that everyone is already fighting over, the narrow one with real demand and weak answers. You are hunting for the small door that nobody important is bothering to guard.
And once Theo did exactly that, his week 9 video was not luck at all. It answered a specific question better than the bigger channels had bothered to, so Search quietly handed it to the exact people typing that question. The break looked random, but it was simply the search door doing its job.
Search gets you found, but there is still a fork in the road that confuses every single beginner. Short videos or long videos, and the honest answer is not simply one or the other. Erica, let us settle that fork properly because people waste months on the wrong side of it. Here is the fork that stalls almost everyone, and both sides are honestly half right. Short videos grow your subscriber count fast, but they barely move your watch hours. Long videos build the 4,000 hours you actually need, but they grow far more slowly at the start. Here is where I'd push back, because a pure short strategy looks amazing and then quietly stalls you out. You can hit 1,000 subscribers on shorts alone and still be nowhere near the watch hours that pay. Subscribers with no watch time is a trophy that does not spend.
And the reverse fails just as badly. Pure long form with no shorts grows so slowly that most beginners quit long before the curve. Long form is the house, but a house with no front door gets no visitors.
So here is my honest take, and it is genuinely what I would actually do. Use shorts as the front door to bring new people in, and long form as the house that earns the watch hours and keeps them. The two are not rivals at all, they are the front door and the rooms behind it.
And underneath the whole fork sits the one mistake that quietly kills channels. People chase the algorithm instead of answering a real human, Erica. The system is just a librarian trying to match a person to the answer they searched for, so be the best answer and the algorithm works for you.
One more simple thing that makes every part of this easier. Pick a clear niche so the system can tell exactly who to show you to. A channel about everything is a channel about nothing, and the librarian cannot file it anywhere useful. Give it one clear shelf, and suddenly the system has somewhere to file you and someone to recommend you to.
If you remember one thing from all of this, remember that you do not need to beat the algorithm, you need to deserve the click and answer the question. Save this plan for the day you start, and start before you feel ready. What is the one niche you would commit to for 90 days? Tell me in the comments below.
There is one question we genuinely cannot settle here today. Nova, you have been holding it all episode, so go ahead and leave it with the room.
Yes, and it is the honest one to end on. If you only had time for one this year, would you go all in on shorts for fast subscribers or long form for the watch hours that actually pay? That one is yours alone, so tell us where you land in the comments.
That is the honest road from 0 to 1,000 subscribers. Stick around for the quick recap, because the team each has one last thing genuinely worth writing down. Quick recap before we close out. Your first 1,000 subscribers plus 4,000 watch hours is the money gate. Search is how a brand new channel gets found, and packaging is what actually earns the click.
My one takeaway, cut everything that is not the title, the thumbnail, and the first 30 seconds. Those three decide almost everything, so spend your limited time right there.
Mine is the pattern, be the best answer to a specific question and the algorithm becomes your friend instead of your enemy. Search rewards the answer, never the size.
And mine is the fork. Use shorts as the front door and long form as the house. Subscribers with no watch hours is a trophy that does not pay any bills.
This is Professor Erica. Thanks for watching and signing off.